Hey guys!
Hey!
This weekend we have been together for a year.
Yeah, this is our 1 year anniversary.
Yay! So, in honor of our 1 year anniversary, we thought that we would make like a small,
Like a couples tag kind of thing.
like our first times.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk about our first times. And before you get that look, no, we don't want to go into details about our private life. We meant it more like a, overall, all the firsts that we have shared together.
Yes, not in bed though.
Not in bed. I have written down some questions and we're gonna do our best to try to answer them. So the first one is the first time we met.
Do you mean like formally, like, hi, this is me?
Both.
Okay, because I guess the first time that we met,
saw each other. What was the first time we saw each other?
I think the first time I saw you have probably been like while you were been modeling.
Yeah.
So I saw her naked before we ever started sleeping together.
Yes, I've been doing some modeling in our art school, and it's like nude modeling.
She's a very good model.
The first time we actually talked together,
it was at the cake party that you guys crashed because
our neighbors are really good friends with you, and it's also a girl from our class now, but we didn't know at the time. And we were having some sort of spin the bottle, getting drunk party in our place with some friends. Yeah, it is really lame. But one of the things were that somebody had to go over to the neighbors and ask for a cup of sugar. And then you guys were having a cake party, and you guys were just like wasted, and there was so much cake, and they were like, "Let's go over and all have a lot of cake."
Yeah, and then we talked.
Yeah, we talked because we had both been at the interview.
Yeah, for the admission for the school.
Yeah, the admission workshop.
Yes.
And we talked about that. I remember you telling me that they had asked you what you thought about the state of and you were just like, I don't know how to answer that, which makes sense.
It was a really weird question. But yeah, I remember that was the first time we talked together, and I finally realized, this is who you are. Because I've seen you a couple of times, both like as a model, but also during there was like some talks and courses for you when you wanted to make a portfolio. Because I saw you modeling, and then I was like, you're already a student at the school. But then I learned you're maybe a future classmate.
Yeah, and then we started talking
at the first party.
At the first party.
They had like an intro party, like get to know your year of the school. First time realizing I had a crush on you.
Oh.
Well, you had a crush on me. First time realizing you had it because I was really bad at it.
I had a crush on her before she had a crush on me, I'm pretty sure. Because we had spoken together, and I really liked you. Yeah, and we had a lot of the same interests, and she liked a lot of the same things as I did. But I was like, is she queer? Is she not? And I didn't really know, and I was like, she's kind of cute. And we like a lot of the same stuff, and she's really cute. And then we were at a VAF party, which is like an animation festival party that we have in Viborg. And somebody was straight up asking our sexual orientations for whatever reason, like a stranger. And then I found out that you identify as bi. And I was like, well, that's kind of funny. Maybe she is not that straight after all. And I tried for the longest time to flirt with her, and she did not notice at all. What about you?
I don't think I can pinpoint. Right here I know something started. I mean, I started noticing you elsewhere, and I was like, But then we talked at the intro party, and I was like, this is nice. I don't know. I think it just she's kind of cute. And I could just feel sometimes I was like, I can hear you talk to someone else. In the last few weeks, maybe the last week, when I was kind of maybe she's actually trying to flirt with me. I think that was the time where I was like, maybe I kind of want to be flirted with. But what if she's not flirting? What if she's just nice?
Yeah, I was flirting with you.
Yeah.
First date.
First date. It was in November on a Friday, right after school.
So I asked you out on a date because she was so oblivious to my flirting.
Yeah, you asked me out and then it took
at
us...
my birthday party.
Yes. And then it took us 2 weeks before we actually ended up going on a date because we had 2 weeks of like intense school.
And then we went on a...
Cafe?
Yeah, we went at a cafe.
That closed down recently.
Yeah. But I actually asked her out to see a movie and we didn't do that before the 1st of November. December.
So like a year ago.
A year ago.
Yes. And like the first date was just meant to be at a cafe and we had talked. And I had been like up more or less all night and it looked like poop. Like I was dressed in just like sweatpants.
I think she looked
sweatshirt and I just looked kind of like dead. Well, I had gone to bed maybe 11 and then I woken up at 3 or something because I was like, I have to finish this animation. And then you came in school and you dressed like Indiana Jones kind of thing. And you looked really nice and I was just like, oh my god. And then we went to a cafe and we had a nice time and we sat and we played like a game, like a
card game of some sort.
And then we went to your place and had another cup of tea.
Yeah, and got some food and we just sat and made out. Yeah.
And then I went home at 3 a.m. After I'd been up for 24 hours. I went home and met some of our classmates because they were out partying and they were like, where have you been? And I was just, well, I was at Isabelle's and they were like, you would be such a cute couple. They were right.
They were right.
First kiss.
First kiss actually happened before the first date.
A week before, yes.
I had planned something at school called Fancy Friday, which is like a day where you just wear the most crazy, fancy, gala-ish clothes ever. And Victoria didn't have a lot of clothes, so we decided, or you wanted to borrow something from me? So we decided to like try clothes together at my place. And then I just been changing into some sort of fancy dress and I just straight up went over.
Well, I had also.
Yeah, we both looked kind of fancy.
Yeah, I was also in a fancy dress. I remember like a summer dress in the middle of winter.
And I went over and I slowly leaned in to see if she would lean back or not. And she didn't really, so I just straight up went for it.
Yes, and I was super sick.
Yeah.
And then you turned super sick.
Yeah, that was kind of a mess. And then she turned kind of sick again. But we did have our first kiss before.
Yeah.
Our first date. First sleepover.
Our first sleepover. When was our first sleepover?
I actually don't know. Because we slept together before we slept together.
Our first time sleeping together, like as a sleepover.
Yeah.
Like just...
Because I had a single bed.
Yeah, that was not good.
That was not good.
No, we slept together in a one-man bed. And I crawled home at like 6 a.m.
I got a double bed since then. It's okay.
First time meeting the family.
I asked her to be my girlfriend the night we slept at my parents' place.
Well, I mean, I still hadn't met your parents at that point. Because we never met them in the evening, I'm pretty sure.
I guess not. Well, she met my parents the morning after.
We decided to be girlfriends.
Yeah, we didn't tell them though. I don't think so.
No, we did not.
It was actually, it's our teacher's fault that we got together.
It was the last day and he wanted to give critique.
Yeah.
And I really had to go to the bathroom. I really had to pee,
yeah.
like a lot. And then I was just sitting and waiting for him to be over with my critique so I can go to the toilet. And then afterwards he came to you and he was like, are you girlfriend okay?
Yeah. And I didn't say anything because we had been kind of dating for a couple of weeks. And I didn't mind him thinking I had a cute girlfriend.
You came and said like, oh hey, did you know that he called you my girlfriend? And I was just, wait. And then because I was struggling, so I wanted to talk with him. And I was like, hey, can we talk? Because he's used to people breaking down, so he was like, yes, let's go somewhere private so the tears can flow. And I was just like, oh, okay. So we talked about it, and then he was like, oh yeah, I asked your girlfriend how you were, because normally when people go out right after I give them critique, I'm just like, oh, I did something bad, and I was just, well, I just had to pee. Now it's awkward, and I was also like, I mean, we're not really girlfriends. And then he was just, you guys slept together on a couch because we had been napping after the class.
It was our other classmate who was napping, and we were just next to her talking, basically. But he didn't really know that.
No, he didn't know. He thought that we were up napping for like 2 hours. Yeah. So he was just, well, I mean, you guys napped for 2 hours yesterday. You're your girlfriends. By American standards, your girlfriends now, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess. And then we talked about
that, and then I was like, I kind of liked it when he called us girlfriends. And I was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And you were like, yes.
Yeah. And I mean, the first time you met my family was when we had to go home for Christmas.
Yeah.
You came home just like briefly.
Yeah, I came to your
at my place.
Yeah.
And met my dog and my cat and my parents, and
yeah.
I mean, if you wouldn't have liked my pets and they wouldn't have liked you.
They did though. There's no
then
issue.
You were out.
They did, there's no issue.
Because animals.
First time saying I love you. She doesn't remember the story. I remember the story. So the story is, it's January, February, something like that. But I'd been kind of thinking about it, and I was like, when do you say that? When do you not say that? What's the golden rule?
There shouldn't be any rules.
And I had been kind of like toying with it in my head, and then some morning we were getting ready at your place, and you kind of said it like, oh, I love you. Kind of, I think you said it and meant it in more of like a, you know, when you just say you love somebody, like a friend or something. I don't know if you actually meant it like full on I love you, and you didn't really hesitate, and I was just like, I love you too. Oh. And since then we just started saying it, and it just became a thing. But it was just like a small regular morning, and you just like kind of said, I love you. And I was like, I love you too.
That is cute. I was also trying to hold it back because I didn't know when to start saying it, because it's such a natural thing to just say, oh, I love you.
Last question. First trip together. I mean, we've had quite a few like smaller trips. Like we've been to Aarhus a couple of times to see my parents, and we've been to your parents, and we had vacations together. In the summer we went to Italy together with your parents, and to Sicily, which was really nice. But I guess, I mean, right now we're in my parents' vacation house, and I guess that's kind of our first trip. Like,
we had our first road trip.
Yeah, we had our
across like 3 bridges.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to learn how to drive. Nope.
I guess this is our first time like being alone together.
I mean, for a longer time, yes.
Yeah. In a different place than home. But I mean, we live together now, so it's we're together all the time.
Well, with 2 other roommates. But that's it for this time.
Yeah, that's our story.
So we hope you guys enjoyed hearing about our first times.
If you want more coupley stuff,
hopefully next time it'll be more drawing stuff as well.
Yeah, but if you want to see more coupley stuff, then leave a comment down below, and we will, check it out.
Yes, and like and subscribe and do all the YouTube things, the notifications and all that things, I guess. Yes, bye!
See you next time!
See you next time!